Hello everyone, welcome to Season 11, Episode 5 of I See Bad Movies. I'm one of your hosts, Dave Keane, and I'm joined by the soulful, glowful, ready break eating Emma Spicer.
Is that a word? Glowful?
Glowful? No. But
it is now.
You're glowful. You're full of glow.
Okay.
Is what you're
I'll
full of.
Take it.
Which is tying into this week's movie, following on in our American martial arts season, The Last Dragon.
Yep.
Yes. Now, this is a movie I remember from my youth.
I've never heard of it.
No, and when I showed you the trailer and the way you were laughing at some of it, I've got high hopes.
Okay.
High hopes of this film. Not that it's good, although I do remember really enjoying it when I was younger.
Yep.
Okay, I really enjoyed it, but I was a big Bruce Lee fan, and I was really into martial arts. Not actually doing it.
This isn't a Bruce Lee movie, is it? But he's...
No, it's not a Bruce Lee movie, but I was really into the Bruce Lee stuff.
Yeah.
I know in this film, this guy is a Bruce Lee fan.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Well, speaking of which, actually, why don't I just go through the synopsis? Would that be handy?
Yep.
Right, okay. So, in New York City, a young man searches for the master to obtain the final level of martial arts mastery known as the Glow. Along the way, he must fight a martial arts expert corrupted with power and rescue a beautiful singer from an obsessed music promoter. It's all going on.
It is.
It's all going on, Emma. I'm looking forward to this film. I'm hoping it's going to be good.
I have no idea because I've never heard of it, so I would take your word for it.
Yeah. Do you know one thing, though, I have to do before we start? I should have done it before we started talking about the synopsis of the film, but I completely forgot. We have, ding, 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 a new Patreon member.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to MBR. I don't know what
Welcome.
MBR stands for. That might just be your actual name, but welcome to you. Thank you so much for signing up to the Patreon. It's a real pleasure to have you with us. I hope you are already knee-deep in all the back catalogue that we've got on there and enjoying it.
There now, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a fair bit now. There's 64 episodes of The Flip Side, plus all like the little bonus episodes that we've got going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, lots to be listening to. If you're interested in meeting us on the Patreon,
They don't meet us, but
you don't meet us. You're not meeting us. That's not one of the perks. Not for $3.
No.
If you cover our travel and expenses, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We'll come and see you anywhere in the world. Timbuktu, the Maldives. Who knows?
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic. But yeah, so yeah, come and join us over at www.patreon.com/ICBadMovies. So yeah, do like MBR did, and join us on there and get some extra special content.
Treat yourself for $3 a month.
Yeah, hashtag treat yourself. Anyway, Emma, I forgot to get the coin out. Shall I flip the coin and figure out if we're going to be looking at the good stuff or the bad stuff in this episode?
Yes.
Right. What do you reckon?
Good.
No, the bad. We're doing the bad stuff in the main episode.
Okay.
Which I'm hoping I'm hoping my youth hasn't ruined, or my adulthood doesn't ruin my youthhood, and the movie's actually terrible. And I remember it being good because it was good.
Yeah, I think that made sense. Are you all right?
Me brain broken. Me broken brain.
It might be this week.
Yeah, I know. I'll get with it. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I'm working. I'm out every night. It's a busy life. Anyway, Emma, shall we go and watch this film?
Let's do it.
Hello, welcome back, Emma.
I don't know what to make of that movie.
Was it a movie? Was it just an elongated music video?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is by Motown Productions, and ultimately, I think it was just a way to. I think it must have been like an experiment to be like, let's get into doing movies. And I can imagine maybe Motown Productions had made other movies before, but they're like, we're not quite sure of this movie, so let's buy it, do it, but let's just pump it for the music.
Yeah.
And put in a music subplot.
And I'm annoyed because it could have been probably 20 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
If they hadn't have had all the performances and music videos.
My God.
you know that I like them to be about an hour and a half, these movies. Hour and 20, perfect. Because we normally don't put them on till quite late. So, and I need my sleep now. I'm old and I have to get up early every day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it annoys me when they're long, but they're unnecessarily long because of fillers. Like when they have just like stock video, or this one was just performances or music videos.
Yes.
We didn't need all of that.
It's empty filler.
Yeah.
Really empty filler. Just get shot of all that. Just give us the movie.
Yeah.
You know, it can have the music part, but we don't have to have music videos and dancing to videos.
Yeah.
You just don't need it.
There's so many scenes with just so they can play a song.
Yeah.
And it's like, but just get on with the movie.
Yeah, it would have been great. And you're right. You know, an hour and a half is the perfect movie length. Perfect movie length. Any longer than that, give us a part 2. Give us a part 2.
I think we get quite excited when it's like an hour and 20 or less than that. We're like, oh, that's good.
But also, we should stop talking.
Yeah.
We could watch a 2.5 hour movie if we didn't talk before we start watching films.
Could do.
But also, where's the fun in that?
Yeah.
There's no fun in that.
It's all a bit too business-like, isn't it? To just be like, hi, record, bye.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah. It's nice to know that you do actually want to talk to me outside of the podcast. That's lovely.
Yeah.
To know. However, me...
You're hating every second of it.
I'm all about the business. I'm all about the business. It's business. Right. Anyway, let's go through the plot of The Last Dragon, right? So we're based in New York City, all right? And we've got a martial arts student called Leroy Green, who's also known, or is referred to in the movie by a few different names. Some are...
Quite racist.
Quite racist. Yeah, quite racist, but it's the 80s. You know, I mean, anyway.
My son was just watching a clip of it with us, wasn't he?
Yes, he did, yeah.
Before he went to bed. And he said, oh, that's really racist. And I was like, it was the 80s. It was kind of quite racist. Like, it doesn't make it okay, but it was kind of racist back then. But I suppose nowadays kids are like, oh, that's really... And it is awful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying racism is okay.
Thank God.
I'm not defending it.
I'm thinking, I need to edit this out?
But we just grew up with it there was a lot of racism, wasn't there, when we grew up?
Yeah, there were. And a lot of racism in media, and it was just casually said.
Yeah, TV, and like we were talking about old shows that used to be aired that were racist, and there was just a lot of racism, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah, nowadays.
We didn't know any different, really, did we, growing up as kids at that time?
No,
not
we
that
didn't.
I was ever racist, but we didn't know. We heard adults say certain phrases, didn't we?
And
that
it was
just
all over the TV.
Accepted. It seemed it must have been accepted because it was on TV. It was just like people just accepted that was okay to say that, and it definitely wasn't. Yeah. But different times.
Yeah, it was. And what you tend to find now, those movies or those TV shows, if they're still on streaming services, they'll have something at the beginning saying, "Look, this film was made at a time with different attitudes and different phrases. So just be aware that there will be language like this in the film."
But it's kind of crazy to think. It was like that, isn't it? To think
it really
people
is.
just go, that's just acceptable. It's not acceptable, but
and then we had to go and get woke. God damn it!
I know.
Woke. Oh, all this woke nonsense. oh, you're ruining my life, you wokers. That's a nonsense in itself. You know, not being woke. That's not a nonsense. It's all I can't deal with people being woke nonsense. I don't understand those people. So anyway, Leroy is also known as Bruce Leroy.
Yeah.
Because of course he is. He's a martial arts student.
Of course, yeah. Bruce is his idol.
Yeah, Bruce Lee, absolutely. He dreams of becoming a great martial artist exactly like Bruce Lee. He is his absolute goal to become. So we have this sort of training session, very short, right at the beginning of the film, and his master explains that, you know, Leroy is so good that he's almost reached this final level of martial arts accomplishment known as the Last Dragon. Martial artists that reach this level are said to be able to concentrate their mystical energy into their hands that they begin to glow. And only a true martial arts master would be able to exhibit the glow over his entire body. Leroy's a little bit confused by this, right? He doesn't fully get it. But his master gives him a sort of a medallion, a medal that supposedly belonged to Bruce Lee, and tells him to go on a spiritual journey to find Master Some Dum Goy. And supposedly this master will have the other half of the medal, and Leroy's master claims that they can help Leroy unlock the power of the glow. Now, it's at this point we are also introduced to one of our main antagonists of the film, another martial artist called Shonuff, also known as the Shogun of Harlem. Okay, so he sees Leroy as the only obstacle of being acknowledged as a true master of the martial arts, but Leroy completely refuses to fight him, and this is when Shonuff's gang interrupt a Bruce Lee screening of Enter the Dragon. Great film, love it so much. One of my absolute favourite films of all time. I honestly think I've watched it more than Lord of the Rings at this stage.
Yeah.
But Lord of the Rings will eventually take over. I know that for a fact. And so he refuses to fight him, and a furious Shonuff just then attempts to menace Leroy into accepting his challenge. Shonuff's got a number of minions, Crunch, Beast, and Cyclone, which they terrorize people at this cinema and beat the living snot out of them.
Yeah.
So then we go to like Leroy's dojo, I think, and he's training I'd call it a dojo.
So,
it's a training area for martial arts, isn't it? And
it was your pussy palace. Have you heard? You've not heard Lily Allen's new album?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, there's a song where she's basically written an album about her marriage,
ripping David Harbour.
Yeah. And on one of them, she's saying she thought it was no, I guess it was your pussy palace. I thought it was your dojo. It's all about him cheating on her, basically. But apparently he asked for an open relationship.
Yeah.
And she said yes because she was away working a lot. But actually now she's saying that... Oh, no, sorry. She said yes, but there were conditions. The conditions were nobody we know.
Okay, yeah.
And there was... I think it might have been like nobody that lived too nearby and stuff like that. There was conditions to it and he broke all those conditions. I mean, you give somebody a pass to cheat... You can't have rules, really, can you? Like,
no, you
what's
can.
the point of rules,
I
really?
mean, I see this a lot when I used to be on the dating apps. You'd have someone having like a picture of them or whatever, and clearly with a partner, and then in the bio they're like, "I'm in an ethically non-monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
The man in my profile is my partner. I'm just looking for somebody else to enjoy time with, etc. No strings attached. Blah blah blah." So, like, yeah, you see that sort of thing, but I mean,
don't know. It gets a bit complicated, doesn't it?
If that's the life for you, that's the life
No,
for you.
I'm not judging.
It's not for me.
No, it's not for me. I'm not judging people that do it. If that's what you like, that's what you like. But what I'm saying is, I'm not sure how many rules you can put in place. If you're going to sleep with other people, I'm not sure those rules matter that much.
I think they do. I think they do. Yeah, if you're going to be doing something like that,
if it's I suppose I get the nobody we know thing because that's weird, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know how upset you can get about it if you've kind of gone, yeah, okay, sleep with other people. Oh, but not her. Like, do you know what I mean? You've kind of I get the people you know, because that would be really awkward, wouldn't it?
And no one too close.
And also, people you know, you could develop a more emotional relationship with because you know them and you could get closer to them in that way, I guess. Whereas if it's just a stranger, it is just sex. But I don't know. It's an interesting one. I always wonder as well when couples do that if they're both really, really on the same page with it, or whether one of them's just going, okay, because you want to do it.
Well, I think that's a danger, isn't it? That someone could be a very manipulative partner and they are saying, hey, actually, I want this, and the other person feels like,
not necessarily
I can't get rid of you.
But maybe the other person thinks...
That's a worry, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be manipulation, but it could also be that the other person thinks they might leave me if I don't go along with this. Not because they're manipulative, but because they think, they really want to do this. Or they might think they're okay with it, and then they do it, and they're like, I don't really like this. Or, one of them's sleeping with loads of people, and the other one's not. And
I was just going to say,
that's always the thing, isn't it?
I've
as well.
seen, I can't remember if it's a TikTok or a reel, whereas a fella says to the wife, who's really upset about it first. He's like, I think we should have an open relationship, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then she's out having fun, meeting fellas, and he's just at home alone because he's actually just some saddled, middle-aged man who's like, I'm bored of my wife, I want to open this up.
But that's the risk you take, isn't it? Like, if you can't meet anyone and your partner can.
Well, yeah.
You don't know how popular you're going to be until you put yourself out there, I guess.
I mean, that's the thing, that you have to live by that because that's what you wanted. So therefore, what's the issue?
You can't be upset with them if they go and do it. If you've said it's open.
Yeah, quite right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very old-fashioned like that. I just think I can't think of anything worse than thinking of my partner with somebody else. Yeah. If that's I'd get that that's some people's thing, but for me, it's like, no, I'd absolutely hate that.
Yeah. That would
be all I would think about all the time. Yeah. And I'd just be like, no, it's driving me mad.
There's other TikToks I see where they go into hotels and they review the cuck chair that's in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Hotels always have that chair that's facing the bed.
Yeah,
like,
they do.
Why? Well, I mean, they know.
Yeah,
they know
what they're doing.
They know. It's so obvious.
They know what goes on in those rooms.
No, that's just so you can sit before you go and lie down on your bed.
I do.
Who does that?
Yeah, I do think.
Who's got a bed and thinks, I'll sit on that chair instead of lounging on the bed?
I do think it's a bit gross with hotels. I know they changed the sheets, but still, it's like...
yeah.
I
travelled a lot.
Yeah.
I travelled a lot. And many, many times you're in the hotel room next to a couple and it's like...
Going at it, yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to be that person that complains, but it's also like, it's 4 in the fucking morning,
give
please.
It a rest. It will fall off.
Honestly.
Do you not want to sleep at all?
God. Yeah. It's just the worst.
I used to have a neighbour like that. Did I tell you about my neighbour?
No,
when I was living in a flat. So it was only like, it was almost like a house. So it was just 2 flats, like one on top of the other. It wasn't like a block of flats. But I was on the ground floor and I had this neighbour who was single for quite a while. And then one night he just came home from a night out, brought this girl back with him, and she never left. Oh. And they just had the longest sex sessions. Like, they would be going, and not even joking, they would be going for 3 hours sometimes.
Amateurs.
He must have been taking something.
3 hours.
And it was just like in their 20s.
No, absolute amateurs.
It was just like you'd hear the bed knocking against the wall.
Yeah.
And then like she was a bit chabby. And you would hear her be like, oh, babe. Things like that. And I'd be like, I want to go to sleep. This is like the worst.
Oh, babe.
And they weren't an attractive, not that it makes a difference really, but they weren't an attractive couple. And, you just got visions in your head of like, oh, this is not nice. And it was just, and I just used to think, you must know I can hear you. You're above me, like the bed's going mad against the wall, and then like you're calling out things. I'm just hearing you call out, and anyway, they did that for about 6 months. It was just full on every night, just hours and hours of it. It got to the point where I could actually sleep through it because I just got it was like background noise. I just got so used to it, and then after about 6 months, all I heard was them argue. It literally switched so quickly, and then I was like, oh, okay, we're doing this now, are we? And then she moved out. But it's very annoying.
It's just like an epic storyline of
it was a roller coaster.
It really was. One of my favourite sketch shows, right? It's an old radio show called Blue Jam, by a guy called Christopher Morris, who did the Day to Day, the brass eye, the paedophile episode, that mockumentary paedophile episode.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Nonsense and all that. Do you remember it?
I don't remember it, but
so he did this sketch show that was really surreal. But one of the sketches, because it was a radio show and it was on Radio 1 really, really late at night. And one of the sketches was a couple having sex and they're asking each other to do more and more extreme stuff.
Oh, okay.
But when I say extreme stuff, I mean literally things like throw a spade at the child, and then you'd hear the sound effect of a spade hitting someone and they go, ow! And then there was another bit in it where she says to him, sell me a newspaper, and he goes, stand up! It was so stupid. It was so stupid. But yeah, Blue Jam, look it up. It's so funny. There was one other sketch they had where there was a guy that was looking after his friend's dog, and the friend's dog kills a duck in front of some school kids.
Yeah.
And then the dog turns to him and says to him, "You're really in the shit now." And he's like, "What? But don't worry, I'll be your lawyer." Roscoe the dog is the funniest sketch ever. It's hilarious. Anyway. So, we're talking about The Last Dragon, not Standard. For fuck's sake. Anyway, so Leroy is training kids in his dojo, but sure enough barges into the martial arts school, and they assault Leroy and one of Leroy's students called Johnny Yu. And Leroy's like, "I'm not fighting you, but I'm not bowing down and kissing your feet like you're asking me to," effectively. But they go to hurt Johnny, and Leroy's like, "I can't see him get hurt." So he bends the knee, kisses Shonuff's feet, but then Shonuff kicks him, and he's like, "Ah ha ha ha." Anyway, it's all very weird. So meanwhile, okay, throughout all this as well, we have a video arcade mogul called Eddie Arcadian, right?
Yep.
And he sends men to kidnap a local video jockey called Laura Charles, who's the owner of Seventh Heaven Studio. There she films a TV series similar to Soul Train. Are you aware of Soul Train?
No.
So it was an old American TV show that was like Top of the Pops in a way.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was predominantly disco music.
Right.
Is what Soul Train was. And I think, predominantly black disco music and so on. And it was just a lot of people dancing to popular hits of the day.
Fair enough.
And doing dances on screen. And that's my limited knowledge of Soul Train from watching TV shows and movies where people watch Soul Train. Anyway, that's my very limited knowledge of it. So Eddie basically wants to get several different trashy music videos that he has produced starring his girlfriend Angela Veraco featured on this TV show, which I don't know what the name of the show is. Is it Seventh Heaven?
Seventh Heaven.
The name of the TV show is Seventh Heaven, so the name of the studio.
Well, that's the logo that's on the...
Well, I imagine that's the name of the TV show then as well, if that's the name of the studio it's in.
I guess so, yeah.
I don't think we really...
I don't think
we probably
it's
find
a bad
out,
movie. We don't really...
I kind of lost interest.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have a really long scene of this Seventh Heaven TV show being made. Lots of that dancing and that, right? But this is after the show. Laura has a kidnapped attempt on her, but it's thwarted by Leroy, who fends off the thugs. But during the struggle, he loses his medallion, which Laura recovers. Now later, Shonuff turns up at Leroy's parents' pizza shop and trashes it because he's trying to goad Leroy into fighting him, but he trashes it and Leroy's not even there.
Yeah.
So
yes,
obviously, I think I got no that happens. Sorry, no, I did miss a bit. The goons that went to kidnap Laura. I know I'm going to get confused with Laura and Leroy, and I can already feel it happening. The goons that attempted to kidnap Laura turn back up at Eddie's kind of penthouse lair that he's got. It's a weird place. And basically say, "Oh, she had loads of bodyguards. We got beat up by 20 men, blah, blah, blah." He decides to try and kidnap her again, which he does. He kidnaps her. One of his henchmen, a fella called Rock, who is one of the assassins from Dumb and Dumber. That's all I could think of was, that's the guy from Dumb and Dumber every time he came on screen.
To the point where you actually sang Mark. Yeah. Ian.
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mockingbird. Oh, why aren't we watching Dumb and Dumber instead of this? Oh, there's no martial arts in it.
Because it's a good movie.
Yeah, that's true. So, this kidnapping attempt is successful, okay? However, Leroy is not there in time to save her, but he does find a clue left behind that reveals that the kidnappers work for Eddie Arcadian Productions. Now, while she's kidnapped, Laura refuses to promote Angela's video on her program, but as Eddie's men tried to coerce her with violence, Leroy bursts in the room clothed as a ninja and rescues Laura once again. Now, this is back at her apartment. Laura returns Leroy's medal, but consumed with vengeance, Arcadian hires Shonuff to defeat Leroy and then takes control of Seventh Heaven Studio, capturing Laura and Leroy's younger brother, Richie, who's also snuck in, hoping to woo Laura. Now, while this is happening, posing as a pizza delivery man, Leroy manages to infiltrate the assumed lair of this master some dumb guy within a fortune cookie factory. However, after a lot of hijinks, he suddenly discovers that the master is actually only a computer churning out fortune cookies.
Yeah.
Okay. And the people running the fortune cookie factory lied about there being a master to just sell more fortune cookies and make it seem even greater than it was. So, yeah. Now, one of these fortune cookies reads, "He who is colourblind must never follow a horse of another colour." I know. I don't even really know what that means.
No.
Anyway, Leroy consults his former master for answers, but his master suggests that Leroy has known the answers all along, which is very Kung Fu Panda. When that scroll that he opens up, it's just a mirror.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's me all along. It's the powers within me. Blah blah blah. Now, not wanting anyone to get hurt in the process of achieving her stardom, Angela leaves Arcadian and goes to the dojo and asks Johnny to warn Leroy about Eddie's plan. His plan to have Shonuff and his gang and to lure Leroy to the studio. So she leaves Eddie. This is Angela, the person who does the music videos that are terrible, that Eddie wants to get put on the Seventh Heaven show. It's so complicated. Unnecessary complicated, isn't it?
Mm.
So, Angela leaves Eddie's employment, asks Johnny to warn Leroy about the plan. Leroy returns to the Seventh Heaven, but he's ambushed by an army of violent thugs hired by Arcadian. However, just as Leroy starts getting beaten up, all of his students burst in the door led by Johnny and even up the odds. Now, Eddie uses Laura as bait to lure Leroy into a dilapidated building where he finally faces off against Shonuff. Now, during the battle, it's pretty toe-to-toe, and then Leroy gets the upper hand on Shonuff, okay? Mm-hmm. However, after being kind of defeated, Shonuff reveals his ability to use the glow, and his hands are pulsating with a red, evil aura, and he beats Leroy viciously before attempting... He attempts to force him to acknowledge that Shonuff is the master by drowning him and lifting him up and going like, "Who's the master?" and then drowning him and lifting him up. And I'm like, give him a chance to answer. You know, you ask him and drown him. Ask him, drown him. He can't even tell you that he thinks you're the master. But anyway, Leroy gets some flashbacks and he realizes that his former master was correct, and he already knew everything that he needed to know to achieve the final level. And it was all within him all along. It was in his body. Now, this is when Leroy glows with the golden light of the glow, and he uses his newfound power to defeat Shonuff, and Eddie appears with a gun pointing right at Leroy, and he's like, "Screw your martial arts. All it takes is a single bullet," and he fires at Leroy, and Leroy goes down. And his brother, Richie, is it?
Is it Richie?
Yeah, I think it is Richie.
I didn't write down names.
I think it is Richie. And so Richie and Laura are distraught because, God, Leroy just got shot in the head. He's out for the count. However, Arcadian goes over Richie's body just to gloat, and then he notices that Richie has caught the bullet between his teeth. Just poetic. He takes Eddie down, ties him up, police come, steal Eddie, and then Laura and Leroy are reunited at the Seventh Heaven studio where they kiss, and that's the end of the film. Boom. Yep. There you go. That was The Last Dragon, Emma.
What a movie.
Yeah, what a movie. What a movie. I've got a lot of good stuff. I don't have a lot of bad stuff because I think I gave up writing down bad stuff because I just thought actually there's a lot of really bad stuff, but I picked out some good bits in it. So
I've got a few bad bits.
I've got a bad line, I've got a bad scene.
I've got bad costume.
Yeah, I knew that would be in there from yourself.
Loads of bad costume actually.
Bad music,
bad
maybe?
prop.
Oh, bad prop. Okay.
Yep. Bad line. And then I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, and can we just talk about the intro? That was bad.
Yes.
That was the longest intro ever.
It was really long, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just him just like doing moves, wasn't it? But it
Yeah.
was, again, stop wasting my time.
Honestly.
We've seen him do a few moves. We don't need 10 minutes of it. It wasn't
No,
10 minutes, but, you know,
but it was long enough.
It was too long.
It was too long. Yeah. Movies, just get into it, movies. Just get
on with it.
Just get on with it.
We're busy people.
I've got a short attention span. I just don't need to be
We don't need it, do we?
dragged out unless it's really important. Unless we're learning something.
Unless it's
or you're
vital to the plot,
setting up,
but it rarely is.
Yeah, or you're setting up atmosphere or something.
Yeah.
No, we're just watching a guy do some punchy moves.
Yeah.
No, didn't need it. You're quite
No.
right. Quite right. Yeah, so the intro. Is that a new category? Bad or good intro?
I just had to mention it because I remember saying to you,
Yeah.
this is way too long.
Oh, it went on way too long. Way too long. Please, somebody listen to us. Cut the intros. Just so bad. At least there was no exposition or narration over it. That would have been worse, I think. Yeah. Well, where do you want to go next? Because I've got lines and scenes.
I've got lots of bad costume.
Okay, let's go with bad costume because we don't talk about costume an awful lot.
Well, let's start with Leroy.
Yeah, I knew you would.
He is walking around the streets of New York in the beginning, and he's wearing what look like pajamas. Let's just be honest.
I think it's like an American movie's idea of what
martial art.
An Asian man into martial arts would be walking around wearing.
Yes.
Very much something you'd see Bruce Lee in a Bruce Lee movie.
Yes.
So it's definitely full on homage to him.
But he's in New York.
Yes.
And the worst part about it is the great big massive hat that he's got.
Oh, I know.
Which is not like a bamboo hat. It's not pointy, is it? It's like really
it's domed.
It's massive and it's got like a little dome on the top.
Yeah.
It is huge. He goes to the theatre, sits at the front with this hat on, and I'm like, no, that is just, if you're going to wear that stupid hat, sit at the back.
Do you know the movie? Is it Scary Movie 4? I can't remember when the sheriff is talking to Charlie Sheen's character, and it's like, you'll get your faith back, vicar or priest or whatever he is, and she's got like the sheriff's hat on.
Yeah.
And it cuts away to Charlie Sheen, then it cuts back to her, and the sheriff's hat's just a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Cuts away, comes back, it's even bigger, and then she's getting in the car, and it's absolutely massive. It wasn't the last one, but it was maybe like the second or the third hat size he was wearing.
Right. Okay.
It was far too big. Far too big.
It was crazy big, and he's just walking around. And the main thing is, he's walking around New York. He's not. It doesn't fit. The outfit doesn't fit with like where his location. And he also had these like little black shoes on that were like he was giving those creepy clowns that used to be popular in the 80s.
I love how you're just trashing traditional wear.
I can never remember what they're called. No, but that's the thing. It's traditional
Was
wear.
it Harlequins? Was it the Harlequins? The creepy Harlequin
like we talked about them before, didn't we? It was the little black shoes that made me think of those clowns. It's not the fact that it's traditional wear. It's the fact he's in New York wearing it. You wouldn't wear it in New York.
No. And not get down the street, you know. Yeah.
No, and then the men in the theatre, there's a couple of guys that stand up and start having a fight with him. And one of them's wearing a pink crop top, and he's not got a good body either, which makes it even worse. I was like, that's an interesting outfit for like a tough guy. We've got Angie, who is the boxing promoter's, like, I don't know what she is, girlfriend.
Angie. Yes, that's the thing, right? Eddie Arcadian. He is he's described as, in like the synopsis that I've found, as a video arcade mogul, but he's also got a sidekick, a henchman, who was a boxer,
Right.
And he managed him, and now he's also managing Angela, who is a singer. So he's getting himself involved in all sorts of things here.
It's like, make your mind up, mate.
Yeah.
What
But
do you wanna
Angela,
do?
yes. Yeah.
So she's got a range of interesting outfits. I mean, there's later on in the movie, she's wearing some kind of like car vehicle movie outfit. She's got like headlights on her boobs and then like a number plate on her ass.
Yes.
And lights in her hair and stuff. But she's wearing, I think it's when we first see her, all I could liken it to is Rainbow Bright. I don't know if you ever saw the cartoon.
I know who you mean. Yeah.
In the 80s.
Big in the 80s.
She's got like the big... You'd have to look up a picture of Rainbow Bright if you don't know what I'm talking about. She's got like the big shoulders coming off this outfit,
but
and it's
like
all like colourful.
Cylindrical
like,
tubes, these shoulders, aren't they?
And that's exactly what Rainbow Bright had, and it's all like really colourful. She's just got some really odd outfits all the way through.
So she was based on Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, you said that, but I don't really know. I don't think Cyndi Lauper's outfits were that.
No,
wild,
I think that was far
just
over
like
the top.
Colourful.
Far over the top.
Yeah, and then you've got It is Shogun, isn't it?
But yeah, he's known as the Shogun of Harlem, but people call him Shonuff.
Shonuff. He's got on. This just looks like an American football top, but like a cropped version.
Yeah.
And then a big belt and baggy trousers. His outfit's weird as well.
Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The costume throughout this whole movie is just bizarre. Like the wardrobe department really went to town.
It's almost like, the movie studio or the directors or producers said to the costume department, they said, we need some gangs. One of the gangs, some of the gang members, we need to have an Asian-inspired look. And the costume department, one, had never seen a gang in their life.
Yeah.
And two, didn't know what Asia was as well.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this will do. This will do.
But I think that traditional dress is fine if you're in Asia. It's not fine if you're walking around the streets in New York.
I just like pointing out, it's fine anywhere.
Well, no, but I'm saying it doesn't fit, does it? Like, it looks odd when you're walking around New York.
But that's the thing. He's such a Bruce Lee fan.
Yeah.
That's the point of Leroy. He's such a Bruce Lee fan.
The hat was unnecessary.
Yeah, I think so. I think the hat. You really hate that.
I'll let the outfit go because it would be so infuriating if you don't go to the theatre. Don't wear that hat and then be so obnoxious to go to the theatre and sit at the front.
Sit at the back, man.
No shit's given that anyone else can see.
Sit at the back.
Just that's what annoyed me about the hat.
And it did make me laugh as well, right? Because when Shonuff walks into the cinema, he's like, "Yeah, I'm the toughest. I'm the baddest. No one can beat me." And then someone goes, "Bruce Leroy can."
Yeah.
And I don't think they were doing that because they believe that Bruce Leroy can beat Shonuff. I think it's because that bastard's been sat in front of me with that hat on all this movie.
Let's drop him in it.
I spent a few dollars to come and see Enter the Dragon, and he's ruined it.
Yeah.
So Shonuff, kick his ass.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it was maybe that. Yeah. Costumes are pretty terrible. They are pretty terrible. Now I've got 2 lines and I've got 1 scene.
Okay.
So I go with a scene because you've got a few scenes, haven't you? Did you say you had a few scenes?
No, I've got good scenes.
Oh, you got a good scenes. You got a few bad lines. You said something that was matched me.
I've got bad. Yeah, I have got a bad line.
Yeah.
And I've got bad special effects and bad prop.
Okay. So I'll say my bad scene. Okay.
Yep.
The filming of the TV show, the music dance show, Seventh Heaven. Oh my God, that went on so long.
Oh no. Well, that's so they could get a whole song in there.
They got a whole song in. Yeah. What song was it as well? I can't remember.
I can't remember, but
it's by DeBarge.
Don't get me wrong.
El DeBarge.
As we all know, I'm all up for the 80s music, but there's a limit. This is meant to be a movie, not a music video. We don't need the whole entire song.
No, we really don't. I need to look up the Last Dragon soundtrack because I cannot remember what song it was. Who was it? Rhythm of the Night. That was it.
Oh, okay.
The rhythm of the night.
Yeah.
Through the morning. Anyway, that song. Right. Yeah, that went on.
Of that. I don't need the whole song.
Yeah. It was the
little snippets
whole
of 80s
song.
music throughout it. It would be fine, but it's
Yeah.
so much time wasted.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, it has got stars of the time, You know, it's got the Temptations on the soundtrack. Smokey Robinson, DeBarge that did Rhythm of the Night. I don't know if they did anything after that. It's got Stevie Wonder on there. You know, it's. I mean, you know, fair play. It's, you know, Motown Productions. They're going to have access to big stars. But I felt like this movie was just. We don't really believe in the movie, so let's add in a music subplot so we could play a lot of music.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. But I mean, the whole of that scene, it just went on and on and on, and then when you thought it had ended, it went on and on and on again. So painful.
Never ending scene. La 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 la.
What are you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
You saw where I was going with it eventually.
Eventually, I caught up with you. I was a little slow. But yeah. Oh my god. It was just really boring. Yeah.
I know.
Oh, my childhood's ruined, Emma.
Why?
Things that I thought were good when I was young aren't good anymore.
I know. That's what happens when you get older. Everything's ruined.
I don't want to get older. Life's hard.
I remember when I was little having something like Cherryade or something, some really sickly sweet fizzy drink, and I think I had a conversation with my mum, and she was like, "Oh, I don't really like fizzy drinks." I was like, "But did you like them when you was a kid?" Yeah. And I remember thinking, "Oh no, what if I don't like Cherryade when I'm older?" And actually panicking about it. But your adult logic brain goes, but if I don't like it, I'm not missing out. And it's like, because the kids have stuff now, and I think that's so sickly sweet. I don't know how you can eat it or drink it.
Yeah.
But
when you're young,
you love the sugar. But when you're older, you're like, oh, that's way too sweet. I can't have that now.
Do your taste buds
change
when you're older? Yeah,
there's definitely stuff I eat now that I didn't eat when I was younger,
100%,
like meals and things that I didn't eat.
I was such a picky eater when I was young.
Yeah.
Such a picky eater.
So I do think they change. And
Apart
like I say, sweet, I can't do really mega sweet stuff.
Oh, I can still. I've still
not
got a really
mega,
sweet
not
tooth.
really sweet, not like like Cherryade and things like that we used to have the cheap Cherryade. No. I can't do that anymore.
See, I grew up for a lot of my young life in Glasgow, where you had bars, Iron Brew, Limeade, Cherryade. Oh, yeah. Bars, cream soda.
I used to love cream soda and stuff, but I couldn't drink it now, I don't think. Actually, I haven't had cream soda for years, but I used to like it.
The other week, right? The other week, it was a couple of months ago now, right? I went to a cafe, and I saw they did Coke floats. And I was like, I'm getting a Coke float.
Yeah.
And the young waitress that served me was like, what are they like? They look horrible. And I was like, well, do you like Coke? Yeah. I said, do you like vanilla ice cream? Yeah. I said, it's those two things together.
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought of it like that.
You can get vanilla Coke as well, can't you now?
Yeah, vanilla Coke. Yeah. Although I was never a fan of it. When it came out, I was like,
I did try it when it first came out, but I can't remember what I thought of it.
I wasn't a big fan.
The only flavour I like, I think, is cherry Coke. I don't like all the other, like lime Coke and all of that.
I quite like mango Pepsi Max. I don't like mangoes.
No, I don't like mango.
And I'm okay with Pepsi Max. But mango Pepsi Max, now that's an interesting flavour. Yeah, it's very interesting. Anyway, this is real top quality stuff. Listeners, please let us know what your favourite soft drink when you were young.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it Mountain Dew? Was it, for you Americans out there, was it Coca-Cola? Are you a Coke person or a Pepsi person? That's a big question.
So is this all the important stuff we need to know about our listeners?
Yeah, it is. It's getting to know our listeners, Emma. Come on. We want to get to know our listeners as much as our listeners know us, because we share some shit about our lives. Case in point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you only have one line?
No, I've got 2 lines.
Oh, okay.
I've got 2 lines. Do you want me to do the lines?
Yeah, do your lines.
So, I can't remember who says it. It's one of Sure Enough's little henchman sidekicks thing. One of the female ones. One of the females. any females, boys? Sorry, I'm quoting Friday Night Dinners there. If you've never seen Friday Night Dinners, it's great. Have you never seen it?
Well, I think I did try and watch it and I couldn't get into it.
Oh, you have to try it again.
Okay,
you have to try it again. It's so funny.
I didn't think it was that funny.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
That we haven't found out yet. Tests are ongoing.
So this is when Shonuff and his crew charge into the dojo.
Yep.
Now, Leroy is wearing a yellow tracksuit with black bands on it, which is a classic Game of Death Bruce Lee outfit. Okay, classic. And even if you don't know Bruce Lee, you'd recognize the outfit. Right? It's so classic. But Leroy is doing his stoic kind of like, I'm not going to fight you. I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to take whatever abuse you give at me.
Yeah.
And they're all saying, like, he's like, maybe I'll get one of the girls to beat you up, right?
Yeah.
And the girl gang members come in and they all say stuff to him. But anyway, one of them goes, I would love to peel this banana.
Oh, yeah.
Just 'cause he's wearing yellow.
I remember
It's like,
cringing when he said that.
oh, it was so awful. It was so awful. Oh.
The fact that you've written that in the script, not only have you written it, you've rehearsed, you've filmed, you've edited, and at no point has someone gone, that needs to come out.
Do you know what's a really mad thing about this film?
What?
When they were writing it, okay,
Yeah.
they looked at the script. I think it was, I can't remember if the director and the writer were looking at the script.
Yeah.
And they were trying to tidy the script up, and the writer went to sleep, and one of the people they thought, oh, I'm just going to get rid of all this and this and this, and they deleted 40 pages out of the script. Right?
It would have been even longer.
No. They then spent the next day recreating the 40 pages of script they deleted from the film.
Why?
Yeah, I know. They had to recreate it.
Well, I mean, imagine how bad it was to begin with then.
Yeah, I know. Just to get rid of it.
Second draft.
Imagine that, losing 40 pages and then going, I think this happened, I think they said this. Because it's not like on a hard drive. You've not got like version 1, version 2. You don't have track changes turned on Word, do you? Oh, painful. So I do have another line.
Okay.
And again, it's one of Shonuff's henchmen. I think it's Beast that says this one, right? So this is when Shogun has been introduced to Bruce Leroy, okay?
Yeah.
And no one's ever heard, I don't know if they have kind of heard of Bruce Lee. I don't know if they have heard of Leroy before this point, or if they haven't. I'm not quite sure. But one of the henchmen says, "That's the only man standing between Shogun and true supremacy." Like, who talks like that?
No one. Well, Leroy, the way Leroy talks as well, that's not a young guy in his 20s.
Yeah. Leroy is trying his hardest to sound like Bruce Lee in the movies.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. It
doesn't sound right coming out of such a young man's
body,
though, does it? It's not.
No. And I know, yeah. The lines are just painful. But yeah, those are my bad lines. And I actually don't have anything else bad about this movie, but I'm sure I will 100% agree with anything bad that you have.
Yeah, so Leroy's in the car with Laura at one point, and he's talking about his friend, but we think the friend is him.
Oh, God, yeah.
And he's waffling on about, pretty much telling her he's shit in bed. So he's waffling on about, he doesn't have the brush, the paintbrush for the art of making love. And it's like, what are you talking about? Why would you tell the woman you're interested in that you're shit in bed? Let her find out for herself.
Yeah, you never have to see her again once it's
happened. Because at least
happened.
you might get sex. You only get it once.
Yeah.
Once is better than none. And then, also I just want to mention, this is not a category, but while we're on the subject, we have seen some bad kisses, like some awful, awkward kisses. They have a kiss later on.
Oh.
It's the worst one we've ever seen, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
It's far too much head movement. You don't move your head that much when you kiss.
Don't you? I mean, no, you don't. No.
Their lips don't even look like they're lining up half the time. It's just the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst kiss we've seen in a movie, isn't it? We quite often
bad.
pick up on this, that their kisses are terrible. But yeah, just while we're on the subject of him being shit in bed, judging by his kissing, I'd say he's probably telling the truth. But that was just a little mention there.
Looking at it from Laura's point of view, he's also a completely blank slate. So it's like, she could easily be like, this is how you do it for me. And there you go. So, maybe look for silver linings. Silver linings on that cloud. But also, could be terrible. He's a young, fit lad. 3 hours, 4 hours would be nothing to him.
You'd think that he would be quite experienced because he's, good-looking young lad that's into martial arts. He's fit.
Yeah, but I think he's devoted his life to martial arts and
true.
not to
to shagging.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think of a nicer way to put it, but yeah.
I know you were.
Yeah, not to shagging.
I think the only other thing I've got is bad prop.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, bad special effects.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, when Leroy gets the glow around him, so he gets this glow and it is like, I don't know, someone's done it in PowerPoint or Microsoft Word. It's bad. Yeah. It's like a very obvious red line around him with then like a bit of a glow. And then he does this weird windmill action with his arms, doesn't he? Which they've obviously edited, I think, to try and make it look like it's going really fast. But it just looks weird. It looks so bizarre.
It does.
It is just, we've seen these types of special effects so many times where it's like, oh, you've used a bit of clip art and put that onto your movie. Yeah, it was quite shocking. But then I always feel bad saying that because it's the 80s. Special effects weren't that great.
No, they weren't.
They only could work with what they had, couldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the only last thing I've got is a prop.
But this movie did come out at the same time as Terminator came out, where you had,
true.
Where you had Arnie cutting his arm off with the metal arm and all that.
Yeah.
So there's things you can do if you got the budget.
Yeah. True. The bad prop was what is his name? The guy that's the boxing manager / every other job.
Eddie Arcadian.
Eddie has got a tank with a piranha in it.
Oh yes,
hasn't he? But there's a meat fridge next to the tank, and someone gets like a piece of meat out of it at one point, and it's just gross. There's just all these different types of meat, but there's a whole piglet in there as well. Yeah. And it was just a bit grim. I was like, oh, did we need to sit inside the fridge? I mean, what was the point of the piranhas? Did they put someone's head in there or anything? They didn't, did they? At
one point when Leroy storms Eddie's place, where they are, sorry, his lair, his hideout, I don't know what to call it, his penthouse, his office, and he grabs Eddie and jams his head in the piranha tank but pulls it out really quickly.
Oh yeah,
just to scare. When you think, for the pacifist, I don't want to fight people, Leroy, not only has he just turned up in a ninja outfit and thrown ninja blades and stabbed people, he's then terrorizing someone by putting their head in piranha infested water, where we saw them strip like a big ham,
it was a huge piece of meat, wasn't it,
down to nothing in seconds, and I'll just chug his head in there and then pull it out. I'll terrify him that he's going to get his face bitten off. Not quite so pacifistic there, is it, Leroy? No.
So how would you improve this movie?
I take the music out. Not that I'm not a fan of the music. The music's fine. Yeah. But I'd take it out of the film. You don't need so much music. You don't need video after video. You could honestly take 20 minutes off this film and tighten it up.
Yeah. I've written down exactly the same thing. Take all the music videos and performances out and write a plot.
And there's such a bare plot.
I know, but then this is what we get time and time again, don't we?
Yeah.
A really basic non-story.
Just go with one of the storylines. Go with the music side plot, or go with the gang side plot. And develop a proper story from either one of them rather than half a story. There's a quote by a character in a TV show called Parks and Recreation.
Yes.
Don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing. Yeah. And this movie half-assed two things.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I feel like with a lot of these bad movies, especially with these martial arts ones, it's this whole storyline is good guy, bad guy. Oh, they're going to fight. Yeah. That's it. There's not really a lot more to it. So I think, and I get it, a martial arts movie, there's not going to be a really in-depth plot. Mm-hmm. But there could be a bit more. I mean, I guess at least with Kickboxer, it was like, okay, you've hurt my brother, so now I'm going out for revenge. Yeah. It's a little bit more of a plot. But I just feel like this one, it was like, oh, there's a good guy and oh, there's a couple of bad guys, and they're just going to end up fighting each other. And that's kind of all that happened. I think I said to you at one point, at what point are you a henchman of a bad guy and you just stop and you turn to your boss and you go, dude, you're going way over the top on this. Too much. Way too much. Far. You're talking about getting some videos on a TV show and now you're kidnapping and killing people. I mean, what went wrong, Eddie?
What went wrong?
Who hurt you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
How many times? That's the movie I want to see. The henchman questioning his life.
Yeah, the henchman that turns good.
Yeah. And he's like...
It goes to like AA and
I
not AA.
I don't understand. Where am I in the organisation? You know,
yeah.
I used to enjoy cracking people's heads.
What am I doing with my life? And like that henchman that gets a bit older and starts reflecting and going, oh, you know, when I was young, this was all, I thought I was hard and this was all fun. And now I'm older and I'm a family man now.
And I'm just being asked to do
calm
madder
down.
and madder things. I mean, the other week, I was kidnapping a TV show host
to
put, I mean...
How much blood can you have on your hands?
Yeah, I know. How much can you have? So what are we going to score this film?
I'm going to give it a 1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I think nostalgia wanted me to give it a 2.
Yeah.
And it's purely nostalgia wanting me to give it a 2. But the thing is, I've got a lot more good bits than I had bad bits written down. But I think that's actually only because I kind of gave up on writing the bad bits because I was just...
Yeah,
I thought, I'm just not going to be able to stop writing bad bits.
Yeah, and I also thought this was an 80s movie, which I normally love, but they messed up on the costume. They messed up with the music because there was too much of the film was music.
Yes.
They could have thrown in these like classic 80s songs, but we just need a little snippet of it. We don't need the whole entire thing. And you've got an 80s wardrobe. I mean, come on, that could have been amazing. I feel like they messed that up as well.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to give it 1 out of 5. What are you giving it?
I think I'm going to give it 1.5.
Okay.
The 0.5 is nostalgia.
Yeah.
But I think I was going to go 2 originally, but I thought actually no, it's just that's a bit
doesn't deserve 2, does it?
Generous. Yeah, 1.5. Yeah, I'm afraid so. Yeah. Tough film to watch. Tough film.
Yeah.
Tough film. I don't think you'd lose out skipping through the music.
No.
You'd probably find a version on YouTube where the music's cut out, to be honest. Anyway, we're going to go now and we're going to go and record the
flip side. I thought you were going to say the good. The flip side.
I
was just looking through my notes to see how much good I've got, and there isn't a lot. So I was thinking, what am I going to talk about?
I've got a lot of good. I've got a lot of good. I've got a lot of talking points. Yeah, so we're going to go and record
the flip side.
And if you want to hear us on
the flip side,
you can join us over on www.patreon.com/ICBadMovies. Come and join us and NBR. Hello again, NBR. On there. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.